bad jokes. And now that I'm not on tour with Grace to constantly give me bad jokes, I'm having to pull them out of memory from childhood. Okay, just gonna get some water. I'll be right back. And you can hear me getting water. Okie dokie. All right. Hello, peoples. Welcome to my kitchen. Ta-da! It's not a very giant place, but there's enough room for a mic and my guitars and my pedal board and me. So it's funny because this is like a really old stove behind me, and it's like kind of warm all the time. So I don't know how well thought out it was to have a concert where I stand right in front of a hot stove, but it's all good. Oh, okay. Well, I hope everybody's having a great Friday so far. I hope your week took its time and like gave you enough time to do all the things that you needed to do, unlike mine, which feels like I just blinked and it was Sunday like 3 minutes ago, and now it's Friday. Well, this is a Michael Fracasso song from one of my favorite albums of his, Here Come the Savages. It's a song called Say. Say anything you want. You can't hurt me now. Oh, no, no, like you did before. Fly anywhere you choose. You're not mine to lose. Oh, no, no, and you never were. Now you're helpless on your back, where the night has laid you flat. Had another bad attack in these uncertain times, Cry if it makes you feel that your life is real. See it through your tears. Dream anything at all. It won't hurt to fall like you were a kid. Now the winter turns to spring. Up above the songbirds sing. The king is dead, long live the king. In these uncertain times, be anything you please, if you make it so. Love is all you need. Oh, hello everybody. I'm just gonna try and see what you guys are saying. Just realized I'm like not on the chat page. I need to see what you guys are saying. I'm very confused. Okay, well, I'm just gonna try to look it up on my phone real quick. I know the venue should have had water on stage, but they didn't, Charlie. So, but since this is yet again basically the same venue with the worst sound engineer and a not professional camera person, and I'm just doing it myself. So, welcome to the next room of my house, everybody. Oh, I love that you guys are wearing your shirts. Yay! The tour manager, every stop, I say like, "Hey, can you hold a shirt for me?" Because, I even paid for it so that everybody gets their share of the shirt. And at the end of every gig, I'm like, "Hey, did you pull the shirt for me?" And the tour manager is like, "Oh, I forgot. It's already packed up on the bus. It's going to the next show," or something like that is happening because my shirt still has not arrived. But I know a lot of you guys have been wearing your shirts at shows for weeks now, and so I really appreciate that, and I love that you guys are representing. It makes me really happy, and of course, this is the last stop on the tour, so please make sure that you get a shirt before it's all over. I mean, they'll be on sale for a little bit, but no, it's your last chance. Go get it now. I know, it looks just like a kitchen. Spring, thank you for running merch today. So nice of you. Oh, yeah, the KitchenAid. That was a gift many years ago, and I've put it through a lots of work, and I really am glad that somebody gave that to me because I wouldn't be buying that for myself. Okay, gonna look at the Instagrammers. Yeah, I know. Joanna didn't get anything done this week either. It's hard. Oh, okay. Well, I have to admit that on that Fracasso song, I had figured out a different way of playing the solo like last night, and I was like, I'm going to try it the new way tomorrow. No, I should have just stuck with the old way, but it's okay. You live and learn. You live and learn. Well, I'm going to do this song now because I don't know any other way that it's going to fit into the set. But this was requested last week, and I could not find the lyrics. So I had to go dig them up, and they were on a random external hard drive. I don't know why that happened. But this was a song that I wrote for a coronagram, I don't know, a couple months ago maybe, for a young boy named Gunnar, who his favorite thing in the whole world is dinosaurs, but his other things that he loves are to visit his grandparents out at their farm in Vermont, and to ride his little tiny Jeep around, which, oh my gosh, I was so jealous. Like when I got older and little kids started having those little car things, I was like, I wish I'd had one of those. But he loves riding around in his little Jeep, and he loves like playing out at the farm and watching all the little animals. But this is like my favorite thing is that with his dad, he plays 2 games a lot. And one of them is called Eat Me, where basically his dad chases him around and pretends like he's going to eat him. And the other game that they play, which I think next time I go to a farm, I'm going to play this. Or maybe I'll just play it around outside my house. It's called Find the Wolf. And it basically just involves hitting random things with your stick, supposedly to unearth the wolf. But I really like that. Find the wolf. Just hit stuff with sticks. I like that. Anyway, so his grandparents ordered a coronagram for his birthday, and they just wanted it to kind of include a lot of the fun stuff that he loves and also his massive love of dinosaurs. So this is called Me and My Dinosaur. Riding up and down the street in my very own little Jeep, there are few things I like more, but I'd like to be friends with a dinosaur. I could make nice with the brachiosaur. He'd lift me up to the trees to explore. He'd never bite 'cause he's an herbivore. I could make nice with a brachiosaur. I could stomp around with a megalosaurus, and no one could ever ignore us. We'd see Dad coming if he was running toward us. I could stomp around with a megalosaurus. Run wild with the Gorgosaurus. Feel the fins of a Hesperosaurus. Churr up the sand with an Amosaurus. Laugh out loud with a Chibutosaurus. I'd say, remember when you were just an egg and Mom let me have you 'cause I begged and begged. Then you learned to run and we played Eat Me. But first I made sure you got full on zucchini. I'd make scary faces with my Kentrosaurus. Maybe I'd teach him how to walk on all fours. I would never, ever, ever want for more if I could just be friends with a dinosaur. I'd swing on the tail of an Apatosaurus, have my back scratched by a Bactrosaurus, wind ribbons through the plates of a Stegosaurus, look down from atop a Brachiosaurus. Feeding Donkey his favorite treats, watching the goats laughing when they bleat. Visiting the farm is never a bore, but I'd like to be friends with a dinosaur. Just me and my dinosaur. We'd find the wolf and explore outdoors. We'd both give a fearsome roar. Just me and my dinosaur. Just me and my dinosaur. Just me and my dinosaur. Oh, you need some more guitar? Okay. I could play Find the Wolf at Your Farm. I love that, Terry. Sabra, sure, I will do that song. I'm sorry that you guys couldn't hear the guitar. Can you hear it now? Joanna, thanks for passing the donation tip jar on Instagram. Appreciate that. I really appreciate how many people say that they are hiding out at work. Like, some people are actually at their office, which is amazing to me. And then some people are just like online, but on a separate computer so that nobody at work can see that they're watching the show. I think that's very funny. I wore this little handkerchief today because, I mean, on days that all of my masks are dirty and in the laundry and I still have to go somewhere, which is pretty rare. It's only happened once. Then I've done the little handkerchief thing. And this is one that I got this year in Cuba from a great little shop there. And I actually thought, like, when I came here to set up the camera this morning, and I set up the camera last night, but I came to check it out this morning and I had put on this dress and I felt like I looked a little bit like a flight attendant. And I was like, I know what I could do to finish my flight attendant uniform. I'm just going to put my little, and it came untied. There goes that. Okay. So much for that. So much for being a flight attendant to take you all on a non-journey, since none of us are going anywhere right now. Oh death, are you a black-winged butterfly? Are you death here to touch me on my shoulder as I cry? Silent and unnoticed up against the evening sky. Well, death, are you a black-winged butterfly? Is this the end? Oh, the end, black-winged butterfly. Did you summon all the angels for a bedside lullaby? Will we all just keep on singing, waiting for heaven's trumpet cry? We'll sing it loud, black-winged butterfly. Hallelujah. Ooh. Hallelujah. Well, don't pass me by, don't pass me by, black-winged butterfly. Are you here for another? Must I suffer in this life? Well, I'm weak from all this loving, and I think it is my time. So take me now, black-winged butterfly. Hallelujah. Do you know how I'm making, black-winged butterfly? Do you know how I'm making when I see you fly on by? Well, I thought you'd take this heartache up to heaven by and by, but you left me black-winged butterfly. Hallelujah. Okay. Oh, I just saw that all of these extra comments have come in that I couldn't see. Some people backed out of exercise class so they could hang out for the whole day. Martha, I wonder who that is. Who could have done such a thing? Who could have done such a thing? What's that song about shoes? I'm trying to think what you mean by that, Roger. What is the song about shoes? I have no idea. I have no idea what the song about shoes is. If you can think of it, Roger, let me know. Or if you can think of any more of the lyrics or what context that song is from, then maybe I'll remember it and I'll sing it for you. I just I can't think of what you're talking about right now. But that song was actually written by Noelle Hampton of the Bell Sounds back when she and her husband Andre used to do more Americana-y stuff before they became this like awesome pop rock band. And I recorded that with my friend Doug Cox probably, oh my gosh, about 10 years ago. Makes me feel very old. But that's how it goes. I'm going to get rid of the dinosaur song. Okay, let's see. I have to think of what all the requests were because I left my set list in my office or in the studio. So I'm just going by memory here. But let's see. Oh, yeah, I had a request for Tom's song, which I will get to. I've been surprised by not only the current president's statement, but I feel like a lot of people lately have talked about not really knowing about Juneteenth or being raised knowing about Juneteenth. And I will say that maybe it's because I grew up in Texas or, well, that doesn't really seem like a reason, but it is part of the history of Juneteenth is the announcement in Texas. But I definitely grew up in school learning about Juneteenth and learning that it was a celebration, but also that it was such a travesty that, so many slave owners knew that the Emancipation Proclamation had freed their slaves, and yet they withheld this information for another planting season or two to try to get more out of their slaves. And so we learned of it as both a day to celebrate and also as a day to remember the continuation of a great wrong. So I hope that everybody thinks today about where we are in our history and also just that to remember that, no minority experience is monolithic, that if you are an Asian person or if you are a Latinx person or white or black, that just as the life experience of everybody within your own ethnic identity group is totally diverse and vast, that the experiences of every other ethnic group in America is wide and vast and not monolithic. So just want to make sure that I say that because I feel like there's been a lot of good-natured and well-intended statements about what it's like to be blank in America. And really, there is truth to a lot of similarities of how people are treated based on their race and their skin color, but everybody's experience is also their own, and so to honor the individual experience of people. Okay. That's right. This was requested yet again. It's this song by J.M. Stevens. And please don't blow away. Thank God for blue tape. I know I should have this song memorized by now, but I don't. I have it almost memorized. But I've been doing this song for the last few weeks, and covered at the Girls Who Do Boys Who Do Girls show in March. This is a song by my friend J.M. Stevens. I wasn't looking for you, but I found you anyway. Like a wounded bird, you fell out from the sky above me and hit the ground. I wasn't looking for truth, but I found it anyway. In the dead of night, I was thinking to a bottomless pit and my soul was sinking. Like a ride down the back roads you once drove down to escape. You came along and eased my worried mind out of the fray. I wasn't looking for love, but I found it anyway. I wasn't looking for trust, but I found it anyway. I gave you my heart, don't you give it back. List you as my emergency contact. I wasn't looking for a friend, but I found one anyway. I'll do my best not to let you down. Take all my money and blow it downtown. Like a ride down the back roads I once drove down to escape. You came along and eased my worried mind out of the fray. I wasn't looking for love, but I found it anyway. I was running out of reasons to switch my light from dim. The way that your love hit me, baby, I'm still recovering. Ooh. And like a ride down the back roads I once drove down to escape. You came along and eased my worried mind out of the fray. And I wasn't looking for love, but I found it anyway. Yeah, I found it anyway. Check it out on his album Invisible Lines, J.M. Stevens, the song Anyway, which I love. And I love that a couple of people recognized that as a song I've been doing lately and requested it for today. That makes me feel great. Exactly, Martha. The set list is in another venue, and they didn't take a picture of it and send it to me or anything. Oh, you guys are so funny. Oh, new color. Roger, you know what? I'm going to see if I can find that because I don't have the words memorized anymore. But I know, Matt, Barbara Kennedy, isn't that such a great line? The way that your love hit me, baby, I'm still recovering. I love that. There are lots of lines in that song that I just really, really like. Henry and Me, I can do that. And I'm going to look up New Color, Roger. And I will do Whisper. And I will do the Tom song. Whew, we're going to... Who needs a set list? You guys are giving me plenty to do. Need a harder pick for this. Henry and me, we got a good thing together. Back in 98, we left for warmer weather. Just kids with fake IDs. Houston was big and we could disappear. Neighbors don't bug, don't even draw near. We can bust it out to Shreveport, meet with Jimmy and see what he sold. And if they're playing in town, we'll see the little band of gold. Try our luck at the slots, sleep all the way home. The station's just a 2-mile walk from our door. We never leave a car at the Greyhound lot. Henry says you might as well leave it unlocked. Well, Henry's always got us a new set of wheels. He loves to strike his own kind of deals. And this one's hot out of Phoenix. Rolling slow, make a show. It's a 65 Ford Valet tag on the floor. We're gonna go downtown, cruise it around, drive it to the coast, leave it for the beach folks. Trade it for a wagon with a picnic in the back and see what kind of toys the kids dig these days. Then we'll roam out the window on the Gulf Coast Highway. So much trash out there, no one can tell anyway. Well, Sunday night I always call home. It's always Mom who picks up the phone. Tell her I'm good and I'll visit soon. It's the same thing I've said for years. She'll try to muffle those snot-nosed tears, as she knows I can't stand to hear. Well, Henry's never been much of a flirt, so I never worried about him chasing skirt. Yeah, him and me is all we need. Henry's new best friend is just the next sucker looking for a fix for a holding brother. Me and Henry were just like Bonnie and Clyde, mad for dead presidents taking on the slide. The only things we ain't got banks in our sights, just cars and fiends and hungry eyes. Just cars and fiends and hungry eyes. Yeah, Henry and me, we got a good thing together. Back in 98 we left for warmer weather. Just kids with fake IDs, him and me, that's all we need. Ooh. Thanks for the request, Tom. Matt, I could make you a sandwich, but my dough is still rising, so I don't have bread yet. But I could make you like a lettuce wrap sandwich. No, that's not true because I finished all my lettuce yesterday. I could put a slice of cheese on top of a slice of bacon, and I could give that to you. That's as close as, and I could squirt some like mustard or mayo or something on there, but that's as close as I can get to a sandwich currently. Or I can just like give you a spoon of peanut butter and a spoon of jelly. Those are your sandwich choices. I actually have a ton of food. I just don't have sandwich stuff. Okay. I am going to look up real quick to see if I can find those lyrics. But I think, Roger, I'm sorry. Those lyrics are on that other external hard drive that I would have to go pull up. But I tell you what, I will learn. This is the last stop on this Facebook tour, but Tuesday at my Zoom concert, I will play New Color. And so if you want to join me then, Tuesday my guest is going to be Will Sexton, and I'm super excited because Will is one of my favorite musicians in the universe. He's maybe my very favorite guitarist, but that's hard to say because I love so many guitarists. But he was my guitarist for about at least 10 years until he moved to Memphis. So he started playing with me basically almost right after I started playing out at all. And I feel super, super, super lucky about that. So most of my songs have gone through the Will filter. And that is, for those of you who supported a pledge campaign of mine, like, I don't know, 7 years ago, I put out these limited edition T-shirts that said "Ready to Light Rock," and that came from right before we would go on stage. Will would always turn to me and go, "Are you ready to light rock?" I was like, "Great, thanks. Yes, I am ready to light rock." Spring, thank you so much for passing around the donation tip jar and spreading the word about Patreon and stuff on the chat there. Really, really appreciate it. And Joanna for doing that on Instagram. Super appreciate that. Joanna said, sad sandwich, but gluten-free. Oh, boy. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do this on another guitar. Oh, time to bring out the baby. Spring also is part of the reason that I finally bit the bullet and bought an ice cream maker. And no, I didn't get like a big fancy ice cream maker. I bought like a $20 one pint ice cream maker. So we'll just see how it works. But I've been like wanting an ice cream maker forever, and then you can't really justify that, right? I mean, because that just means you're intending to eat more ice cream. But I do really, really love unsweetened frozen yogurt, and it's impossible to find. So I justified it with that. I got it. And she sent me this recipe for this sour cream blueberry ice cream, and I'm totally making it right now. Saber, thank you for requesting this. You lifted my chin and brushed the hair from my face. And your hand felt warm when it slipped around my waist. I've never been good at learning my place, but all my thoughts escaped when you whispered my name. When you whisper my name, when you breathe me in, when you hold me close, all the trouble I've seen disappears into the night. And I know the tighter I hold on to you, the more everything will become right. When you whisper my name, stars seem to shine brighter when you're near. Sorry. Sorry to ruin the mood. Oh, I just did that thing where you... I just did that thing where you inhale a spit bubble. Sorry. Stars seem to shine brighter when you're near, and you see when I'm sad before I shed a tear. Never felt so at home in my skin till you got here. And when I feel you speak, you erase my fear. When you whisper my name, when you breathe me in, when you hold me close, all the trouble I've seen disappears into the night. And I know the tighter I hold on to you, the more everything will become right. When you whisper my name, I thought I knew what love was long before I met you. I lived plenty of years with a heart broken in two. When you whisper my name, when you breathe me in, when you hold me close, all the trouble I've seen disappears into the night. And I know the tighter I hold on to you, the more everything will become right. When you whisper my name, whoo. Sorry and apologies to anybody who just like called over their beloved to listen to this romantic song together and instead got treated to a performance of me choking. But at least I wasn't actually choking on the song. I was just actually literally choking on my own spit. So, you know, cool, right? Not cool. It's not cool. It's super weird. Okay, just gonna see what people are saying. Oh my gosh, you guys are amazing. Nothing beats a live performance. Charlie, uh-oh. Hi, Uncle Calvin's friends. Oh, hope you guys are doing great. You know, I've been meaning to ask you guys if we should do some Uncle Calvin's online live things together. I'm sure many of your Uncle Calvin's performers from across the country would be happy to partner with you and do like a Facebook Live for your, or a Zoom party for your Uncle Calvin's folks, so that you guys can. I think Zoom is kind of great for that, because then you can see each other, because you guys are used to getting together on Fridays and seeing each other, and that way you could still see each other and check in and say hi, and everybody could have their own little dessert and cup of coffee like you usually do at the house concert there, and I don't know, it could feel a little bit like old times without infecting everybody. So I think that would be a good idea. Okay, let's see. What else have I neglected to do? Oh, I still have to do the Tom song, and I'm actually going to try and do this song that I wrote for our friend Nancy, who I'm stealing pieces of tape to set this up. She is a beautiful painter. Charlie, if you could share Nancy's website there. she's a wonderful painter up in Vermont, and her partner is Richard Schmid, who's also a well-known painter. And she has a painting called Where Fairy Tales Come Alive and an upcoming book called Where Fairy Tales Come Alive. And the Putney Painters, a group of painters who get together and paint, well, used to get together and paint, got together for her birthday and commissioned a coronagram for her. So I wrote a song with that same title of her painting and upcoming book, because it was like, it's such a perfect title for her. That's just her in words is kind of all about love and magic, and she's done these beautiful portrait paintings over the years, and she was telling us about this one portrait of this family that took years and years and years to complete. And then, of course, every time she would come back to it to work more on it, everybody had aged. And so, but I just thought it was such a beautiful thing that her work is so kind of into dreamland that time is almost a little bit irrelevant. So sorry, wrong key. Open your eyes, taking beauty wherever you are. And open your heart, find love coming from near and far. Coming your way, it's gonna be another wonder-filled, wonderful day. Where shadow meets light, where warm meets cool, day meets night, where dreams meet the morning, where memories hide, where pieces of the past are brought into sight. This is where fairy tales come alive. This is where fairy tales come alive. Gentler love has known no better home than you. The everyday miracle is finding joy in everything. Max and Lulu, what's right there to see? anybody but the painter of portraits. I'm the prima muse. Where shadow meets light, where war meets cool, where day meets night, where dreams meet the morning, where memories hide, where pieces of the past are brought into sight. This is where fairy tales come alive. Oh, this is where fairy tales come alive. Whew, something dark and depressing requests, Martha. So that's for Nancy, and there are lots of like little painting references in there, about warm light meeting cool light and shadow and all that kind of stuff. I didn't put anything about like lost edges or anything real heady in there, but Lori LaRue came up with the idea of getting that for Nancy, and I actually did a birthday song for Lori some time back too. So the Harlows have been very active in the coronagram scene, and the rest of you guys need to catch up. They and Bob and Nancy have been my #1 coronagram patrons. So all of their friends are getting all these personalized videos, which I think is very fun. And I really enjoy being part of it. Well, I don't think I left off any other requests so far. Other than that, I will do New Color on Tuesday when I am doing Nobody's Happy Hour with Will Sexton. And I'm just going to end this Juneteenth afternoon set. Thanks so much, guys, for joining me today. I really, really appreciate you being here, and all of your emojis and like comments and all that stuff just like really feeds my soul and makes me feel great and makes me feel loved. And Matt Barber Kennedy, you get back on your guitars soon because we got to figure out some kind of collaborative thing to do. Matt Barber Kennedy is also another great painter, but he's also a great guitar player. And I mean, his stuff is a little bit less light rock than my stuff, but I'm pretty sure we can meet in the middle because I think we have a lot of common ground on music that we like. All right. I'm going to do this Tom Prasada-Rao song called $20 Bill. Instagram people, you're probably about to lose me. I don't know if you want to join at Facebook/BettySoo Music/live. It should be streaming on YouTube too at The Real Betty Soo. Please give your support to Equal Justice Initiative, and also support Tom Prasada-Rao. He's having his own struggles right now, and he's such a beautiful person. Some people die for honor, and some people people die for love. Some people die while singing. To the heavens above. And some people die believing in the cross on Calvary's hill. And some people die in the blink of an eye for a $20 bill. And some people go out in glory, yeah, with the wind at their back. Some get to tell their own story, write their own epitaph. And sometimes you see it coming, and sometimes you won't know until you run out of breath with the knee in your neck for a $20 bill. I never knew ya. And now I never will. But I'll make this promise to you. I'll remember you still. Take it, this is the body. It's time to break the bread. Do this in remembrance, just like the good book said. And sometimes the wine is a sacrament, and sometimes the blood is just spilled, and sometimes the law is the devil's last straw. The future unfulfilled, like the dream they killed, for a $20 bill. That's for George Floyd. I hope you guys have a great afternoon, a great weekend, and please let's celebrate Juneteenth together. Let's really dive into what this means for our country, and in this hour when I think we are all being reminded about how much we can learn to be compassionate and empathetic members of the human race. I think days like this serve as a great reminder for how we can all do better. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for your encouraging comments, and hope to see you guys Tuesday at Nobody's Happy Hour with Will Sexton. And I almost forgot, this Sunday I'll actually be streaming from the Corpus Christi Songwriters page. So maybe I'll see some of you there too. But Tuesday with Will Sexton, that's going to be so fun, and I hope you guys can all join. Take care.